Do I talk about this? I had so many technical issues. I'm like, I haven't done anything. But like after that, good morning. Hi. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've been here. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a comeback in a style of birthday stream because it's my birthday, and I prepared a slideshow yesterday, like an hour before bed. Can you tell one of the candles is green and it's like the fire is like floating? It's the one behind the orange one. It's a birthday stream. It's not a channel anniversary stream. But the channel anniversary, as you will see in the next slide, is click. Oh right, I prepared a bio style page. My full name. I have decided to make most of the things that I can change. I have updated them to CodeLife-CL, like my YouTube URL, a few places that I was able to modify. I think Instagram is one. If you call me, you can call me CL. So that's that. Yep, I turned 31 today. It's cool. I'm getting into my 30s. And then I think I'm a VTuber. I started off the YouTube channel, which is, I guess, the thing that became 5 years, because I said I've been doing content creation for 5 years, and it started off YouTube. But then I was too lazy to continue. So it was easier. It's not exactly the truth, but also I mean, you'll see in the next slide the date I started. It was during COVID, and I think I had more time to be behind this screen. But then if you sum up the times I stream, I feel like it would be the same number of hours that I put in. But like, if you say what genre I'm in, I probably would say VTuber. So yeah, exactly. So my first like 3 videos are, again, animation. Very choppy animation, but still I would consider them animation. And the thing that I moved on to, which in my head is the reason I started my channel, but apparently not, the animation is why I started the channel, is sharing my solution to a competition called Google Hashcode, which our IP is no longer around. Was it ended in 2022? Like, it was ended 2 years after I started talking about it. It was something I did in my real life, and I did not see people creating videos about it that were full explainers. I did see people creating videos where they solve it, and I did not know how they solved it. Like, they were too smart for me. So I wanted to create a video where I explain exactly the strategies that I use to not get 0, not to get like number 1, just to not get 0. But the thing that I do right now is mostly online, me learning something online, taking courses. Yes. The platforms that I focus on are mainly YouTube and Twitch, but platforms that I do post on, but they're not the main places, are Twitter. I'm pretty active there. Instagram, I'm fairly active there, and it's literally my favorite platform ever. I mean, I love YouTube. I will always love YouTube, but Instagram is just, I feel like Instagram is the first social media I got on. So yeah, I have participated in the competition. Yes, I have my code on GitHub. Yeah, I also use GitHub. I suppose I can add that here, but barely. Yeah, I'm also somewhat active on Blue Sky, less so actually, but I do post there. That's me. We go to the next slide. In Zoom meetings, it's like, next slide please. So next slide please. Does Kaggle count as social media? I was just thinking about it. I'm technically on Kaggle as well, but barely. Again, both Kaggle and GitHub are like, I'm not surprisingly not on LinkedIn. So yeah, it's like so many social medias. Some numbers regarding YouTube. I created the channel on May 10th, 2020, like I remember thinking, oh, it's a very late COVID project, because for me, like COVID was like serious late February starting. Oh, TikTok. Oh my God. Of course I'm on TikTok. Barely. When I create a reel or a short for YouTube or Instagram, I put it on TikTok as well. But I don't like having the app on my phone. So sometimes I download it, I upload the thing, I uninstall it. It's a waste of space on my phone. I don't know why. I don't think I will ever get to TikTok. It's become sort of like a resistance thing. Like I will not be a user of that platform. But yeah, I do have I think it's also CodeLife-CL. Like, I think. It's definitely listed somewhere on my, where? Maybe YouTube? I thought it's a late COVID project, but honestly it's a normal. I categorically refuse to install TikTok on my phone. Thank you! It's not really paranoia for me, because like everything tracks me. I know that. The part of paranoia for me is they say that the TikTok algorithm is really good at understanding what you like and what you want. So that part, I am somewhat paranoid, but not like the part about tracking and all of that. Like, I love knowing that I choose to watch something even if it's a mindless watch. Like, I was literally just listening to was it an hour video? I didn't finish it. Well, I was watching Vsauce just before starting the stream, but apparently he uploaded a YouTube video. But I was watching a video about the religion within the Foundation series. Like somewhat mindlessly, talking about the Emperor and Dawn and Dusk and all of that, and also Day. But like I choose to click that thing even if it's a time wasting thing. But I don't like the mindless. The only times I watch Instagram Reels is when it's like from a story of a person that I follow, or like someone shares it with me. And again, I'm not a shorts person. I don't mind creating them. I hope I can create something good, but I don't like things being fed to me. I want to feed myself. Which is like, I call my style of content, well, I call it slow learning because that's how I learn, but like streaming is in real time. You cannot X2 it unless you watch it again. But I do mostly watch my stuff in X2 or X175 most of the time. I think that's like the sweet spot. But yeah, I uploaded the first video 4 days later, apparently, after creating the channel. I remember, no, even the first video was a lot of work. The video that took me the most is obviously this one. It's actually a very successful video, but most of these took me a lot of time because like the first video, I hand drew each movement, which is not the correct way of doing animation. This video is the one where I learned to, like when you create layers and then your character has different facial features that you can change instead of like redrawing them. There's a plugin for it within, what was I using? Adobe CC? Was it Adobe Flash? Anyway, it's been a while. I don't even have the app on my laptop anymore. But yeah, I was following a creator named Jaza. I learned to animate through him. Like he had videos, and also Damix. Like he was my inspiration to create animation. You can see like my style changing and trying to find a character for my face. I thought I would like to have a paper and pen style, which I liked, but then it just wasn't feasible. So this is the style I landed on, which I actually like. This is the character I've been keeping since then. I guess it's been 4 years. Oh wait, it's behind me. I was like, you can still see it, but no, she's behind me. And yeah, I guess to answer one of my own questions, but if anyone has questions, let me know. Why I started was, for fun. Like, I think I didn't exactly have a thing in mind, but I do remember saying, like, wanting to create this, a day in the life of a software engineer during quarantine. And I do believe I was inspired by Mayuko. She had the day in life of a software engineer. But like, it was like, what's different for me now versus when I was going to the office normally. And I do remember having an actual plan saying, okay, I'm gonna try and post up to 10 videos and see if I want to continue or not. So yeah, that was, don't stop until you get 10 videos out, and then plan if you want to continue or not. And that was, I have like more than 200 videos apparently, because of the live streams that there are way more than I thought I would do. And I think this question is one that I sort of ask myself each time whether I expect to keep going, because I think my current style is very easy to manage and continue, but the animation was not something like, I like it. I like the process of doing it, but it's not sustainable. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. My current style is very sustainable, and I will tell you why in a bit, but I have had like parts of like not creating anything or not posting anything for like over a year. I've had that during the time I've been on YouTube, especially like between hashcode events. Like, I would just not post anything and prepare for the next hashcode event. I did that like in a span of 1 year, I suppose, before it ended, because I didn't feel like there's anything to say, because I still have that. I'm like, okay, I don't have anything to say, even though I did I did participate in a book thingy. I like reading books. And I remember, well, I was going through my old comments, and I saw one of the comments talking about this animation, which I guess I'm talking about reading, but also that apparently I was watching an anime called God of High School. It was like, oh my god, I remember loving that so much. I love, what is it called? Tournament style animation. Like, I feel like Solo Leveling is also the same style of like leveling up and fighting. So I like that style of anime. So I don't think I had a plan of like what to do next when I went from like animating and sharing stories to solving hashcode. But I think it's time to go to the next slide, because I don't really remember as much, but I'm old. You know, I'm in my 30s, guys. Don't judge me. To go to the next slide, ta-da! That's when streaming came into the picture. And you can see, like, I joined, I think, I double-checked the other day, Twitch in 2022, which is like 2 years after, or a year and a half. And then my first stream was, oh my god, I remember being so nervous for my first stream. My heart was in my mouth, whatever that means. And I also remember the fever, like, yes, there was like a fever, like, preparation the night before I wanted to stream. Like, just every graphic I have that I'm using, things you see behind me, well, the ones now you see behind me, are the ones that I created for my first stream. Not this one. This one is pretty new, right? Somewhat new. They're Ramadan themed. But the one behind me, all of the gray coloring and everything, are the ones that I prepared the night before. I think the night before my first stream. I'm not sure whether it was actually the night when I joined. So it was something like that. I remember also testing it once, but then, like, I'm sure the streaming was in the morning, not at night. Honestly, I don't remember. Wow. Okay. But it was just a very, very, very different experience from posting my first video, because, like, through posting about hashcode, I actually sort of had an audience people were like coming back to watch my videos, which like after hashcode ended, I was like, oh no, this audience is like here for hashcode and I feel like they don't want me, which is, you know, normal. Wait, I actually have a story, which is, I've said this before, but forgive me for repeating myself. I remember thinking I like learning about new things. Because like during all of these times I was an employed person. I wasn't a student. But I still liked taking courses, like learning about new things during my work. I remember thinking I am very undisciplined when it comes to like learning things, even though I like learning things. So I wish there was a way to make myself disciplined and have like someone look over me just so that I can do the things I want to do, which I don't know if this is sort of a definition of some sort of, I don't know, like ADHD or something. I have not checked. But I feel like when I am in a structure, whether it's a university, master's degree or anything, I work better than when I'm free on my own. I was literally thinking, if there is a camera behind me, I would probably do better than if it was just me on my own. So like streaming sort of came from that, even though you can see that like these are highlights, these are not actual streams. I think I have some of these archived on YouTube, probably like the VODs, because I was doing Twitch first, like only Twitch streaming for a while before I learned to multi-stream, or actually before multi-streaming was allowed. So you can see here I'm actually reading one of the hashcode problems and like solving it. I think this was a practice problem. And like this is a highlight me talking about why I care about doing hashcode. So yeah. And then I actually and you can see here, I am very much faceless. There is no avatar. And then I actually moved on creating an avatar myself using, is it called Vroid? What is it called? V Studio something? Like I created an avatar. You can see her here as well. It's cute. I tried. It took me so long to do the hijab, and each time I was moving you could see the hijab move because it's actually hair but like repurposed. And I started with a course called, I still have it on my Twitch, what I'm doing right now. It's Rappers, or is it the other way around? Had a course called Computing Fundamentals. I don't remember. Vroid. Oh, it's called Vroid? Is it? Am I right? Yeah, Vroid Studio. Yep. Like people create magical things there. It's a beautiful thing. I watched so many how to do things here. Because there were like tutorials about how to create hats, and I was like trying to repurpose that. But like you can see such magical characters being built here. So yes, these are characters built by my own hands. And here I'm actually using a different software. Here I'm using a different software of like tracking. I remember again watching so many tutorials about how to VTube, because like I think here I'm using a software called Kaleidoscope that is no longer with us. They sort of put it to sleep. Here I'm using something where it only tracks your face. The eye thing is based, the hand thing is based on what you press on your keyboard. The hand goes there automatically. So yeah, like you can see these are probably maybe 2022 to 2023. So this, my current character is not created by me, obviously. It's from an app, ZEPETO, which like you see I started using, oh my god, 2 years ago. Whoa. I still like every day I'm like, well, if the app stops existing, I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do. So that's when we started, that's when we streamed. And yes, why I started streaming was because I wanted to share about hashcode, unsurprisingly. And then I learned that, oh, I can actually learn on stream, which I like. And I had so many technical issues. I feel like Coffee can remember. Like each stream, my stream would cut off 5 times maybe. Things have changed so much. Like nowadays, my stream cuts off once or twice. You guys should be happy. I mean, I'm grateful for it, but I just remember very bad quality because I mean, honestly, the internet is still the same. I'm gonna say that. But I think because I didn't have a repeater close to me, that was very, very tough. Like even I have an example of like the collabs that I had the chance to do where I could not share the video with the person because it cut off so many times. It just became mini videos. So yes, we survived through so many technical issues. The ones that I remember are just internet cutting off, but the problems of like sharing the wrong screen. Let's not go into details. I really like Twitch. It's very, very interactive and fun. And apparently, YouTube is trying to add features to make the audience. I see. Top fans. I see. So, I had some really fun things that happened to me. I got to do so many cool collaborations. And we shall see some photos. Like I said, like Chet's collaboration video is just gone because the stream was so bad. So I don't even have the video to show because I think I unlisted it. I also the thumbnail is not great. Z's thumbnail is much more beautiful, but I also did one of my like early collaborations with Z, which was lovely. I love her. And I also did a collaboration with Nep on plants. And I feel like the plants one, recently I think it was Coffee asking me, how are the plants doing? Honestly, great. They look lovely. Thing is, I still have not applied the advice. Like I remember it was like, okay, I'm gonna do it during Ramadan, I'll have time, because like you need to dedicate a day to them, to repot, fix the soil and all of that. I still haven't done that. But I took most of the advice of like how to take care of it, but the repotting I have not done that. I loved the Tetris stream with Pembo. I mean, I actually enjoyed most of these, but like the lead code streams feel somewhat stressful because like you have to prove yourself, but like the plant review was nice, and the Tetris one I just really enjoyed it. And apparently I learned how to create thumbnails. And wait, no, that was actually before that. But anyway, we had a charity. I joined a charity stream with Z and a couple of cool people. So that was really cool, just like to be able to be a part of a group of people for the LA wildfires. And inshallah someday I can be able to like hold my own charity stream, because support causes that I also care about, right? Because there are way too many. And of course, who can forget the Free Code Camp? I don't think it's a collaboration. It's mostly like I was on their channel. They weren't on my channel, but like it's like pretty cool. It's like one of the highlights. Because like I received so much support after this interview. So yeah, that was pretty cool. You kind of oh my god, I forgot I did the charity thingy for UNRWA. You're right, P4A. See, when I was preparing this, I was like, what do I talk about? I have apparently I forget things. Who doesn't? Everybody does. So a little bit of numbers, even though they don't really matter, because like obviously it's the community that matters. I will say I started everything for myself. Like I am a very selfish person, but I do love the fact that, you know, like when I wake up like 5 a.m. in the morning, if I don't have if it's not a streaming day, the chance of me going back to sleep is 50-50. But when it's a streaming day, I'm like, it's a streaming day, I need to be up. So you'd be surprised how motivated I am, just like because, oh, maybe someone might be waiting, like, so. So yes, I have over 200 videos on YouTube, assuming I have a bunch of unlisted streams that were really bad, and I do have a couple of shorts and a bunch of normal videos. I'm guessing I've done more than 200 streams, but yeah, that's a lot, you know? Like in the span of even 5 years, it's still a lot. So I was surprised by that number. I did not expect to like get the number of subscribers I have on YouTube. So yeah, like I think hitting 1,000 was a really big number for me. I think I have around 200 followers on Twitch. I'm not sure. A lovely part about all of this, again, the part about the community, is like I think there's around 50 people on Discord, and I am trying to overcome my I don't want to bother people mindset, because I have that. I still have that. I am a very late responder, but I like sharing things on Discord. Like it's a part of the experience that I did not expect, because it was actually pretty cool when people told me, why don't you create a Discord? I was like, huh, because I thought most of the interactions would be like Twitter style, or like YouTube posts, but Discord is more fun because, yeah, I like it. And I think that's like most of it, but I still want to like do some sort of reflecting. I was actually looking for a comment because I was surprised that I've received so many comments. I remember like someone saying, I want my daughter to be like you, and that comment has stayed with me for so long. Like just like doing CS and stuff. It was really late at night, so I didn't find the comment, but that like just getting comments saying, I don't know, maybe like I helped with something is pretty cool. Like even during like solving hashcode problems or anything. Yeah, even like my recent video about having a sleeping schedule. I like things that make my life easier, and I like sharing them. And if in some way I can help like one person, or maybe make them think, oh, I can do that. Because honestly, again, like doing competitions, doing AI ML related things, I just want to show that you really do not need to be a genius to do these things. I am not. I failed at calculus, and I think in a way it's the consistency and dedication that sort of, that's the thing that is needed, just like continuing. So I am just grateful that there's a part of the motivation is like the people here that have helped me want to continue, even though they are mostly for myself. Like for me it feels selfish, but in a way that I like it. So the point about like what I would tell my person who's starting, the level of nervousness I had when starting to put things online, I understand why I was so nervous. I still am nervous. I'm like, oh my god, one day I'm gonna get found out, and I sort of don't like it. Like I love remaining anonymous, and I hope to be that for as long as I can be online. But also it's fine like putting yourself out there in a way, because I feel like I'm doing it with a good intention, and I still struggle with like the balancing of spending the time here and then spending time for work and then spending time for my family, but I think I have hit a good-ish balance. So I am really proud of like baby me for starting this. I think that's what I would tell myself. Because I remember like wanting to do that different times, but like starting and then stopping and then starting again. So yeah. One thing that surprised me that I did talk about, but I also want to talk about again, is just the, I don't know why I want to hide myself away from people that are geographically close to me, because I'm like, I don't know, like I want people to find me based on interest, because like that's the type of thing I want to attract, whether they are geographically close to me or away from me, because I feel like if they just knew I'm from the same country as them, it's like, okay, whatever. I did not expect I don't know, like people being proud of me just because I'm from the same country as them. I did not expect that. I'm like, I haven't done anything. But like after that interview with like Quincy from Free Code Camp, I did not expect people to say they're proud of me. Like that's the sort of comments I get. So that was like super surprising. I am interested to keep going because I am a student of life, even if a lazy one. I'm a lazy student of life. Another thing sort of like made me happy is like when people within, like when I say people from my community, I sort of mean the people from Discord, when they help each other and they answer each other's questions. I'm like, they are connected because of me. Like I'm like, wow, I'm cool. So like in that way, it makes me happy to see people helping each other, and that the fact that they are able to sort of be connected is like, I am the connecting dot. Yeah, so that's not humble, that's me thinking I'm way too cool. It's like a really, I feel like a spy when I'm like, I have a side of me that a lot of people don't know about, which is like this in my daily life. Another thing that is sort of a surprise, but not really, because like obvious, how much my public speaking has improved because of streaming. Because like I do sometimes talk at universities, or like even like talking in work settings when you like need to give a presentation. I think I am a much better talker, even though I still get nervous. I'm human. And I do try to do a lot of prep. Sometimes I don't, and then I get way more nervous when I don't have time to prep. But my speaking skills have, like, just being able to continue speaking, it's gotten way better thanks to like being able to talk nonstop for an hour. Even like I remember at the beginning, talking for an hour would just like make me sort of lose my voice. And the other day, did we do a 4-hour stream? I feel like we did a 4-hour stream a few weeks back. So I think just like my speaking skills have also gotten good. I'm still not confident about my advice, and when people ask me advice, I'm like, take that with like a big spoon of salt. Right? Thank you. Like just the tone of voice, I still don't talk as loudly as like normal people do on places like YouTube, because I mean, I'm in a very quiet place, but I don't feel confident speaking loudly. But I also like my tone of voice has probably changed. Like when I'm nervous, I might like be talking in a like higher voice, but yeah, I think I talk in a very comfortable tone now. And probably because my equipment has changed. That also helps. I bought a microphone probably 6-7 years before I even made a YouTube video. And the microphone I bought was for content creation. Because like, I have said this before, but I had a different YouTube channel that I posted like maybe 2 videos on, and then I started over. And my focus was always animation, like telling stories, because I was never going to be an IRL person, but like VTube was like my sweet spot between animation and somewhat IRL. So yeah, that is our birthday stream. I think I remember thinking, like, oh, my stream is lacking this, lacking that. But then I was like, you know what? It's sort of like my own style, I hope. What are your PC specs? What basic requirements for these VR avatars? Good question. I still plan on creating some content around the things I use. So maybe someday I will just put everything in a blog. But the thing that tracks my face is actually a phone. Like normally you can make yourself bigger and smaller, but sometimes it just gets stuck. Like I could have tested that for you, but I can't. So the ZEPETO app is the thing that is on my phone, and because I'm using a Mac, I use a screencopy to put it on my computer and then feed it into OBS. There are other ways. I used to do it through Android Studio, if you can believe that. Yes, emulator. So like something like BlueStack, is that what it's called? Should probably work normally. So just like being able to share your screen to your computer is the thing, because most of the tracking is done through phones. Even I think Vero related apps, I don't know what normal people use, but this is the app that I use. But like there are other things that normal people use, but I didn't build this character, so yeah. So OBS is the one that I use for streaming. You could probably use anything from like Streamlabs to, there's a bunch of streaming things, but like OBS is the one that I feel like everybody uses. It's a great tool. I've used it for recording my screen. I've used it for streaming. I've even used it for doing a virtual camera, because that's how I shared my virtual face during the interview. So OBS, the ZEPETO app, Restream for multi-streaming. I might change that in the future. I'm not sure. There are actually other tools now. When I find something that works, I'm going to do it for as long as it works. I think that's all for the tools, right? Yeah, I was just saying, because like I'm reflecting on the past, just getting my things to work. Like I used to use Android Studio. It has an emulator that just stopped working for some reason with the app. I used it for probably months and it was working fine, and then it just stopped working. And I had to find a different way to share my screen. Yeah, I'm happy. Let's do some future planning, okay? Now that I have like 10 minutes. My ears are open if you guys have any suggestions for any sort of content. Granted, it's doable and doesn't take me a month to do it. Things that I am currently in the middle of. I think you saw that sometimes I just leave stuff half-baked. Not good of me, but it happens. But there are things that I'm in the middle of. I am in the middle of the Free Code Camp learning. I'm actually really happy and excited about that, because I feel like it's a foundational thing. So I feel like I'm reviewing foundational topics. But I had a few other talking points that I'm going to talk about, whether you like it or not, which are... do I talk about this? I guess I have actually received some not great interactions / harassment. That happens, being a woman online. Happily, it has stopped, but it was ongoing for a few months. That was very not nice. I have received shoutouts from people that I sort of like, I would have probably died if I had learned about it earlier. Like Scott Hanselman gave me a shout out like very early on, like when I had my master's video was out. So that was really cool. I was going through my old comments. I saw a comment from Annie Kubo. Is that how I should pronounce her name? Anya. That was like, I was like, oh wow, she has commented on my videos. So a thing that I've thought about, that you see, I'm lazy, so it needs preparation. I need to go back to what I've seen, to make a maybe video, maybe stream, depending, to do recommendations regarding things that are tech related. Like I love when characters are programmers. You hardly find a lot, maybe a bit more recently, but like I remember like just finding out about Mr. Robot and like being really excited about it, and then just the, like, it sort of loses the plot in the hacker part and then just becomes a different thing. I have not finished the Mr. Robot series, so I don't know if I should do recommendations, but I couldn't persist with Mr. Robot, and I did not try, actually. I think I've seen two seasons. I did not. People around me tell me they're surprised by my nonchalantness of, like, leaving things unfinished. They're like, how can you do that? I'm like, sometimes I just don't have the time, and then sometimes I forget. I get obsessive sometimes, but not always, to, like, finish something. Like, it's easier for me to watch a movie than a TV series, and I feel like books are just easier to go back to, because, like, I don't know, I have no idea. I don't understand myself, guys. I'm 31 and I just don't understand how I function. Thank you. I think it was a positive thing on my side to do the rebranding, because my channel was unsearchable. I agree with you. Okay, and here we are. Thank you so much for, wait, what am I thanking you guys for? For spending my birthday with me. Yeah, I hope I can be a better content creator for the next 5 years. Wow. I'm happy with things, so I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Maybe in the future today will be holiday because it's my birthday, but not for today. Thank you for the lovely conversation. I really never expect people to come on my streams, and when they do, it's a pleasant surprise. See you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you.